Hello and welcome to another update video. I want to cover Mana Decentraland because there's a lot of attention today on Mana. Question is, can we go higher from here? Yeah, a lot of attention, and I've been asked by a few people to do it. Now, just a half an hour ago or so, I told the guys in the membership group that from here, we might now see another push to the upside because we had a very clear triangle forming here, and then we broke that resistance line here at 255 roughly, and we retested, and then we shot up. So that was really nice, nice profit from here. And again, if you are interested in signals like that, and again, I'm not officially always telling you signals in the live chat on Telegram or Discord, but when I see something, I will make you aware. Then please feel free to check out the membership section. There's always also a live stream on a Sunday. Now, we currently broke below that. There's another triangle that formed here on the 1 minute chart actually I'm on, which is probably a bit too short term, but yeah, we had a triangle broke to the downside, but we found support here at that level here, which is the 268 level. Now, why did we find support here? Now we can have a look, and I'm going to show that to you. We draw the fibs here on that chart, and there you go. We can see that this is actually the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level, exactly at 287. So again, you know, a very clear fib level that works generally. You know, if you can draw them correctly, you can get an idea of these fib levels. And we go back to the 4-hour chart, and it's just ridiculous what Mana has done. Obviously, that all on the back of Meta, Facebook, Metaverse, Blocktopia. All of them are currently moving up based on that rebranding of Facebook, and based on yeah, pretty much that that announcement, you know. And there were rumors, I think, that Mana would be used by Meta. Now I haven't heard about them myself. Well, I have heard about them, but I haven't really understood where that source came from. These might only be rumors. Because what is probably more likely, in my own opinion, is that maybe Facebook would work together with Coty or so to have their own cryptocurrency or whatever. But anyway, we talk about Mana here. Obviously doing something crazy. That whole section of yeah, Metaverse, gaming, cryptocurrencies is just pumping today. We already talked about Blocktopia. Mana is obviously one which is currently fighting around the $3 mark. We already were at 323 today. Totally ridiculous. But it just shows how much potential also that niche has actually. I mean, overall, and before we go further into the analysis, just wanted to cover here on Mana on CoinMarketCap. I mean, the current market cap is at $5 billion US. That is rank 34 on CoinMarketCap, already quite high. But I think we will see in the near future, we will see these gaming ones or Metaverse ones a little bit higher, because I think that is really where a lot of people will get into. You know, it is just another reality really in which people will go and dive into. And I think it might be a bit too early, but you know, people talk about generally robots taking jobs and everything. I think in the future actually people might have actually jobs in these metaverses and might actually earn money, passive income or whatever through these metaverses. So I think that is a concept that will gain some traction in the future. I think we are still very, very early days. And if Decentraland or if Blocktopia or any of these other ones will really make it, I have no idea. But certainly it is booming at the moment, and it will gain more attention. And this whole niche or section has a potential to outperform other niches or sections within the cryptocurrency industry. So obviously, yeah, we came all quite high. I really want to talk about the possibility, you know, could we see further price increases from here, because it has pumped a lot. Now, to be honest, we've seen what Shiba Inu has done, and since then, you know, everything starts to become realistic, really, you know. I mean, what did we do today in the last 24 hours? And let's take a look really at that, where we were, where we started, and where we could be going. So on a daily here, I mean, we started somewhere with that pump, started somewhere down here at 70 cents. So let's just take that. And this is now the daily. So we've got 3 days here. And let's just see what we've actually made in these 3 days, just roughly from starting at 75 cents. And we did make like, yeah, 300%, like 3x or something, you know, and Shiba Inu has done much more. And I think, yes, of course, it is not Shiba Inu, but it just shows how much potential there might still be, and what is realistic if people suddenly move focus and start to FOMO in and start to panic in. And I'm actually surprised that Shiba Inu is still holding that current level. And at some point, maybe that is going to move over, maybe to that, maybe to Mana, maybe to Blocktopia. It is so hard to say. Nobody can really tell. But obviously, if you came in early, if you bought down here somewhere and you're extremely lucky, I would try to stay in there as long as possible. And also I would possibly try to use a stop loss just to make sure if the price drops overnight, you're not sitting in front of the charts, that you're not getting, you can at least realize some profits through a stop loss. Now, ways to really understand when this is going down is obviously to look at the charts. We can have a look here at possible slowing down of the trend, which it doesn't look like at the moment. The MACD is still going up. We don't see a slowing down here on the MACD. On the 4-hour chart, that indicates to me that we haven't seen, we're not seeing a reversal yet. Also on the MACD, this is still pushing higher. As long as the MACD is still pushing higher, why would you leave it? Because that just it shows you that the momentum is still going up. And that was on the 4-hour chart. Here on the 1-hour chart as well, you can still stay at least not a lower high. Now we need to see what this is doing now. As soon as you start to see here a lower high on the lower time frames, that is a first heads up that things could be turning around. Also, as soon as you see more and more red candles, but at the moment, as you can see, we don't see more red candles. We actually see more and more green candles. Another way to do it is obviously also to check out if you can draw a trend line here, possibly, if we move below that trend line potentially. This is just on the 1-hour chart, but that would be an indicator that we have a slowing down of the trend here. Obviously what we did, we have a trend line here, we pulled away from it, now we moved away from it, now we pulled back, had then this triangle that I made the guys in the membership group aware of. Now we broke out, and I think looking at that, what we did here, this could just be the beginning of another pump, right? I'm just saying, this is not guaranteed to happen, but this is a possibility. And I would potentially go out and sell when we drop below that trend line here. Now that trend line is currently sitting at around, for today, that would be below, it would be below 260 probably, yeah, so a little bit below that maybe, because there can always be fake outs, but then again you're talking already about $2 or something, so I would probably look at taking some profit if we really drop below here, because that could indicate then that we are sort of slowing down here and have a lot of selling pressure coming up. At the moment though, it is looking really good. We've just made a new all-time high, so it's looking good, and I can't really see at the moment anything slowing down here at the moment. Now as soon as we really see here the MACD dropping, and you can potentially see that now here, but it remains to be seen, this is only one indicator, then it just shows that we need to be a bit careful. At the moment, setting a stop loss, to be honest, I would probably set it at 215, somewhere below that high. And again, it all depends on when you got in, but I think that would be a good position here. Yeah, that is one possibility where if setting the stop loss there at 215 would indicate, you could potentially lose more money, but also if it is very volatile, so if it comes down, at least if it sort of finds support somewhere here, maybe at this previous low here at 245, then you at least won't get stopped out. Now another possibility would would be to set the stop loss just below that one here, so not too close, but maybe at 230. That would be the other possibility. And again, it depends on how much when you got in and how much how risk averse you are, how much risk you can accept. But certainly I would always try to set the stop loss below a technical barrier. So as I said, at around 215 below that low, or at around 230 below that low. Otherwise, I think it's just time to ride the trend at the moment, and I think this trend line is what I'm going to use. This shows very nicely the trend, and I will need to reassess the situation as soon as we see this potentially breaking. Then it all depends, do we see a head and shoulders here? Are we struggling to make a new high? At the moment we are making new highs, so there's not it's not like a warning at the moment or a heads up that we need to talk about profit taking now. I think I'm going to stay in, ride the trend, and pull up my stop loss. And what else? It's just moving up, and I think we could possibly see another Maybe even a 2x. I mean, in the current environment, things like that are possible. This is not guaranteed to happen, but from here, 2x would mean that we would see a 10 billion market cap. Where would a 10 billion market cap take us? Let's take a look. A 10 billion market cap, that would take us not even in the top 20. So it would take us in the top 30. So I think that is not unrealistic. But then having Mana, it just shows what might be possible for Blocktopia as well, And for Blocktopia, I think we're talking at the moment about a market cap of 500 million. Now it's not really known. I think obviously with Blocktopia, there are many more coins that will eventually be available, many more tokens. But yeah, so yes, looking all okay. And what you could also do is maybe use a moving average. One moving average that is potentially useful here would be the 50-day. Let's just take a look. No, it can't be the 50-day. It needs to be a shorter term one. So if we add here we can take, maybe let's take the 50. And again, we would need to see, because it has moved up so fast. So maybe the 50 on the 1 hour, where we are still very low. So you would probably need to use then the, let's try the 20 on the 1 hour. Where here you can at least see that the 20-day moving average provided a lot of support here. And if we go to the 1 hour time frame, you can see that clearer. There you go, all the way here, the 1 hour, the 20-day, no, 20 period moving average on the 1 hour time frame provided a lot of support here. Now we are extended away from it. So I think, should we really drop below that trend line, we could certainly find support here at that 20 period moving average. Now it's up to you if you are happy with such a drop, or if you want to use your stop loss before that. And that 20 period moving average is currently sitting at 195. But at the moment, I think, there is potential to move up further. As we can see currently, the RSI on the 1 hour is actually going up again. And, I will, and again, I try to make you aware as soon as I see here maybe a loss in momentum, as soon as I see a trend line break, or as soon as I see some sort of bearish pattern like a head and shoulders emerge, I will make you aware. I try to make you aware. I can't always be there, so please understand that. But I just want to give you a heads up that I think there is more upside potential, especially looking at what SHIB has done, looking at the potential market cap, looking at the current hype around Metaverse and the potential growth of these of this whole industry, really, which is going to grow in the next few years anyway. I mean, at the moment it's a bit of a hype, but it could be that this is really that these are the prices that we're going to see in the future. All right, so hopefully let me know what you think actually about Mana and where the price might be heading. If you liked that video, please smash the like button. If you liked it, also subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.